How y'all doing today? Pat Minute here. Yeah, I put on Facebook some pictures of a training sequence I was doing here. I went from O's on a piece of cardboard, trying to focus on those and hit those, of course, without hitting the rubber band. Then I went to crosses, which, what do you focus on? The O's pretty tough because you don't have a straight line to line up with. The crosses you got a straight line to line up with, but the problem with the crosses is that what do you focus on? What do you throw at? Do you throw in between the lines, or you try to focus real small and hit in the center? It splits the mind. It's very, very difficult to get focused on. Then I go to the X's without the resistance band, and then I get back and I'm trying to focus, and I'm going, I can't get my mind on what to focus on, where to hit this thing at. I can't seem to get the entire thing as one object. And so, to me, that really intensifies the focus. I've even gone so far as be finishing up one of these X's with my hawk and just think about the next X in a different location and literally throw it and hit the one I thought of instead of the one I was aiming at. That's how this scrambles the brain. And this is why this is such good training for focus. It's because you're having to really burn calories with that brain to figure out what to hit. You just can't seem to focus on the whole X. You want to focus on, should I aim here in the middle, in this V? Should I aim here, or the bottom? What do I aim at? I cannot get centered. By the time I got to the last set of targets here, and their X's also, a little bit different height. That's another story in itself. But by the time I got here, I settled in on trying to aim at the V at the very top of the X. And it took me this far, hundreds of throws with a knife and tomahawk, to get to where I felt like I could finally get zeroed in on these doggone things. And I probably did better on this last set than I did the other three, but it's still very difficult. I can see where a white playing card with red stuff on it would be easy to focus and square in and zero in, or poker chips, or even lifesavers. But something that's not solid, not one piece, is very, very difficult to get focused in on. Now, this may sound crazy to a lot of throwers, but you try it and you'll find out. It'll blow your mind. You'll be 3 and 4 inches off because you just cannot, your brain is scrambled. It's, what do you focus on? You just can't zero in on that X because it's not one object, it's two objects. And when it becomes two objects, it makes 1, 2, 3, 4 more objects. Actually 5 if you try to zero in on the very center of the X. I found it a very difficult exercise to do, and I think it's a valuable exercise to do. Well, next what I'm going to do is put up some playing cards and see if I can draw my focus back where it's, right now it's in about 5 pieces. See if I can't draw it back into one piece in the center of that playing card. So I thought I'd share that with you. Think about it. I may not have explained it perfectly, but you put an X up there, your brain goes, where do I aim at? I couldn't zero in on the entire X. I had to pick different locations on that X to try to hit even close to that X. So give it a shot. It may help your training some, and have a great throw day. Thank you.